EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Hi again, everyone, with Charlie. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 15 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Again, Kamara. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Here's Howell. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. They will start this drive with Ford. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4. Again, they turn to Ford. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Powell. He'll try to pick it up himself. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Kamara up the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
15 yards. And the Titans, first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion goes the tight end. And he is caught. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
19 yards. That's good for a Titans. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Eckler will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Treylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now they go play action with Howell. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman, 35 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Coming left is Kamara. Avoids him at the 40. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Wilson on the keeper. And he will have a Titans first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Traylon Burks, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Howell. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
With it is Jackson. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 70 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners. And they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll go play action. Powell. Now he'll tuck it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Powell on the QB sneak. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
He'll get this complete to Tillman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Open man, that's Tillman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and a yard. And Howe will throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Powell on the QB sneak. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing here, Howell. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sam Howell taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A quick throw to Odunze on the RPO. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now Wilson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Powell down to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Powell from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Here's Howell. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jackson. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he stopped immediately there. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Howell. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Out come the Titans now. But they can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock, work it down, and, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A give. This is Kamara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now it's Wilson. He'll try and do this himself. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Kamara is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Again, Kamara. And he will again run into a wall as he is stopped at the 4-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Powell. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And once more, Howell back to the air. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Titans, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6 and 7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.